will see Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns taking on Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. The Steelers defense ready to go to work on short rest here on this Thursday night. And we'll see how this group can perform. First play, Watson to the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 91 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Second and 5. To throw is Watson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the play. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They'll look for the stop here in the first quarter of a tie ball game. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He gets away from 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Faking the give, now Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They'll search for a stop here in the 2nd quarter of a game that's all tied. Watson on 1st down. Shifts by him. Look at those stick skills. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A shotgun snap for Watson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. On 1st down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Watson now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the...
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive... On 1st and 10, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun, Watson. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They may be looking to bring some pressure here as they've got this offense backed up. 1st and 10 at the 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd down and 1. Now Chubb running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. They're in desperate need of a stop here, or certainly a turnover would be nice. They trail 4th quarter as this drive begins 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Steeler defense getting ready for this next possession. They're out there trying to protect this 4th quarter lead. So this a big drive as it begins 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. To throw is Watson on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The Pittsburgh defense back onto the field here. Watson completes to Njoku, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Pittsburgh, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.